Hi, Mike. It's Tamir. Um, First of all, if you would share, please, your age, family, where are you living, please?
Sure. Um, Hi. So I'm based in the UK, just outside a little city called Brighton on the south coast. I'm 55 years old and got 4 kids, and I'm married. And I'm just starting my journey to become a digital entrepreneur. 1 year in, so I'm still a newbie, really.
Thank you. Um, so when and how have you reached the point you wanted to make a change in your work or in your life?
Okay, when did I reach a point where I wanted to make a change? I think it was I'd been through a lot in my life. I'd been through 2 divorces. The second one completely wiped me out emotionally and financially. Um, I'd met a wonderful lady that had sort of picked me up out of the gutter and turned my personal life around for me. So everything was going really well in that aspect. But there seemed to be something still missing in my life, and I wasn't sure what it was. And I'd spent 30 years in sales, in IT sales, good career, earning lots of money, traveling the world. Sort of people looking at me would have said I lived the jet set lifestyle, always flying around the world. I'm limited expense account, wining, dining customers. It seemed wonderful. And it was when I first started. It was a great career, a great job. But I'd been over to the US and met my CEO, my boss, and I was building a new software company in the UK and in Europe. And my boss said something very strange to me on a call when I returned from the US. And he said to me, Mike, I don't think your heart's in this anymore. And I thought he was talking about this particular job. But when I spoke to him further, he was talking about my career in sales. And I took offense to that because I'd always been very proud of being a salesperson, and it's a pretty hard job. And he said, no, your heart's not in sales anymore. There's something missing. I can tell you're just not passionate about this anymore. And that conversation spiraled into an argument. And it's never ever smart to argue with a CEO who owns the company. So that particular conversation ended up me being fired on the same day. And I had a strange reaction when he actually said, that's it, I'm going to fire you. And I ended the call with him. And I actually felt massive sense of relief. I'm like euphoric, like I just won the lottery. All of the stress, all of the panic attacks I used to have every weekend, worrying about the next week, having to report to the CEO about deals that weren't going the way I thought they were going to go. All of that stress was suddenly gone. So, I mean, so much so, I actually ended up sick in bed for a week because of the sudden change in my circumstances. So that was the point. You know, I became unemployed. I was quite happy about it, but after a week or so, getting really bored. Now I don't have a job. I realized I had to start looking for an alternative source of income sooner or later. And I was getting ready to update my CV and start looking for another job. And I was messing around on YouTube, I think one day, and this advert just popped up. And it was a young guy, 20 years younger than me, in a similar career, decided that he didn't want to end up like me, a burnt out sales guy, stressed. And it just resonated with me. I didn't want to travel the world the way he was traveling the world, earning an income whilst traveling. But I certainly wanted that freedom, that time freedom, and the ability to not have a boss and be my own boss and set my own earnings, ceiling. And I clicked on his advert, on his link. He responded to me immediately, sent me a load of free videos to get started, and I started watching that content, and I got hooked. It was just infectious. It was another way for me to not go back to a career that I suddenly realized was killing me, and that I'd lost all passion about. And there was something I could potentially do if I followed this step-by-step education that they were offering. It was another route to me that I wasn't aware was open to me at all. Online business, never even thought about it before, and suddenly there's this wonderful unlimited opportunity suddenly appeared in front of me, and I grabbed it with both hands. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. It was great because you answered my third question.
Sorry.
No, it's great because the question is building one after another. You just answer, how did you reach the school? So we'll skip to the fourth. What are the main struggles you are facing right now?
Right now. Okay.
Right now.
Right. The main struggles I'm facing right now. Well, I've overcome the doubts about me. Can I do this online stuff? I've overcome all the technical hurdles, which were, for me, someone who's completely non-technical was quite tough. But the support that I received was great. So I struggled through all of that. And now I'm earning a pretty decent income online. My challenge is scaling my business. Learning how to scale it effectively without it taking up too much of my time. I don't want to transfer from a job in sales where I was working 90 hours a week to a job with my own business where I'm working 90 hours a week running an online business or multiple online businesses. So I really thoroughly value that time freedom that I've got. I work 5 or 6 hours a week, probably maximum, mainly mentoring students and doing calls like this. Some of it is technical and running ads and stuff, ad campaigns. But when you start to scale, it starts taking up more of your time. And I'm being mentored with some very, very successful people now, and they are slowly teaching me how I can scale without having to give back that time freedom that I've earned. So that's my challenge: is scaling the business effectively without it bankrupting me financially or time-wise.
Wow, it's great. We all look to reach this point. To reach this point, we can scale it. So, what is your vision?
My vision. Okay, what is my vision? So my vision is to have multiple online businesses. I'm already getting ready for a second online business. Again, it's got to be fully automated, and it's not there yet. But I'm getting very close. But my vision is to have 4, 5 online businesses, multiple income streams. So I have real financial security, whatever happens in the world, in the market. And look what's happened this year. 2020 has been a crazy year.
Yeah.
But financially, it's been my best year ever. It sounds weird, but it has all around been my best year ever. I've joined this wonderful community. I've made so many new friends all over the world, including Israel. And I've taken a business from, sort of just break even at the end of 2019 and turned it into a multiple 6-figure business in 2020. And we're only 3/4 of the way through 2020. And I sort of feel guilty saying it's been my best year ever because I know what's going on outside. With thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people around the world getting sick and having financial struggles because of the way the global economy has been impacted. But it just has taught me that in 2019, when I got fired, this was the right step. If I'd gone out and found another job in software sales, I would have got a 6-figure salary again, no problem. I didn't have any worry about that at all. But where would I be now? Would that company be still thriving? I doubt it very much. Would I still have a job? Maybe I wouldn't. It would have been a very uncertain path if I'd have just taken the easy path and gone and got another job. Because I did what I did and I stretched my boundaries, I stepped out of my comfort zone and I learned new skills. Now even with just one full-time online business, I'm recession proof. I'm pandemic proof at the moment.
Yes.
But I want to ensure that continues. So I'm going to have multiple streams of income. And then my vision is, well, I don't need to worry about retirement anymore. I don't need to worry about pensions that I had or have that I knew were insufficient. They weren't going to offer enough money for me to travel the world and do the things that I wanted to do. But I don't need to worry about them anymore, because now my online income streams, because they're fully automated, as long as I've got eyes and I can see and my fingers work, I can run these businesses and I can use those pensions to do whatever I want, but this income stream will just carry on yielding revenue. And hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident now, it's going to see me way through retirement. I never have to retire is what I'm trying to say, I think. I thoroughly enjoy what I'm doing. Therefore, why would I stop enjoying what I'm doing? And I've never had a job like that in all my years, in all my jobs, over like 40 years now. I never had a job where I could see myself just doing this job forever and a day, because I love it so much.
Yeah. It's great. I heard research that when people retire from work, they die quicker, because they feel they don't have a place no more to be supportive, to be a human being, because
value. They have no value.
Value. That's the word I was searching for. They have no value no more. And you are in the opposite position. You won't retire ever, and it's great. It was wonderful to hear.
Yeah, I mean, before, when I had a stressful career, I guess I was starting to look forward to retiring, but then worrying that even the money that I've earned, and I've earned a lot of money, and I've got some really decent pensions, but they weren't enough for me to travel the world with my wife and do the wonderful things I want to do. And now I know I can definitely do that. Now I know, without even touching those pensions, these online businesses that I'm building now are going to see me right through retirement. And you're right, give me a purpose, give me a value in society and something to do, but without taking up too much of my time either. Again, I want to enjoy. There's no point in doing what I used to do, which was earn multiple six figures and never have any time to spend the money or enjoy the money. 2-3 weeks a year when I went on holiday, that was the only time I could enjoy the money. Now, having 5-6 hours a week that I want to invest in my business, I don't need to, but I want to, I can now enjoy the money that I'm earning. I can now do whatever I want with my wife, family. If COVID goes away, travel the world again, go to the places that I want to visit, and still be running my business wherever I am in the world. As long as I have an internet connection, I'm earning money. Even without an internet connection, I'm still earning money. I just can't make any changes. It's wonderful. And I tell a lot of people that I've reached a point now, sort of emotionally, I guess, or mentally, where I'm often walking the dog with my wife, and I turn around to her in the morning and say, "What day of the week is it?" I've got no idea whether it's a Sunday, a Monday, a Friday. And she answers me, and I don't care what day of the week it is, because every day is like a Sunday to me. And I know you have a Saturday in Israel. But every day is like a down day, a weekend day for me. Because they're just all the same. And that's not negative. That's great. That, every day's I never have to worry about a stressful work day anymore, because I'm in control of my own destiny. I decide what I do each day. I decide how I work. I decide whether I work or I don't work. It's a wonderful, I'm blessed. I really am blessed. But more importantly, I think the final thing I want to say here is, when you get to a point where you're earning enough money that you don't need to worry about money anymore, you can focus on helping other people. And I now get far more satisfaction from seeing other people like you get their first sale. I get such a buzz out of that. And, you know, I've had quite a few this month of just pinging me to say, Mike, I've done it, my first sale, and they're off. You know, they just need to speed up this internet engine now and break even, make a profit, and they're gone. They're successful. And I just get such a kick out of taking someone from nervousness, not knowing what they're doing, doubt, all those self-doubts that everybody has when they come into this new business space, and see them thrive and earn their first, you know, revenue and off to success. It's just wonderful. Yeah.
Well, it's great, and it's real present. I think it's the greatest present that you can control your life, and you can balance between what you like and what you don't, and each day to feel blessed, because all of the offline world, they're just waiting for the weekend, and you know, the dancing. Thank God it's Friday or all this stuff, and you enjoy each day like Sunday, which is a dream. It's a dream for many people. I can relate with that, because the last 2 months, and we are at lockdown now. I feel that I doesn't care if it's Friday, Sunday also. I start to resonate with what you said.
Yeah. And you know, this pandemic stuff that's gone around the world, you know, people say, oh, how's it affected your business? And the answer is, it hasn't at all. In fact, more and more people are, I think, realizing that, you know, they've got to get online to have a safe income. The whole world's moved online. People getting their groceries, they've got to go online. And if you can spend money online, which everybody can, you can earn money online. It's the same. You know, when you're spending money online, you're just helping other people earn money online. So why not make that final step and earn money online as well? And then being locked down, not being able to travel to work, having to work from home, I see for many people who are just looking at this opportunity or just starting, it's a blessing, because when you had to go to work, you know, Monday to Friday, or even into the weekend, 6 days a week, you didn't have time to sit down at home late in the evening with all the other pressures you've got in life to build an online business. It's really tough. You know, the biggest investment in building an online business is time, education, learning. And if you don't have that because you're commuting, traveling, doing your day job, that's the most difficult hurdle to overcome. With this pandemic, it's a blessing, because for many people, because they're forced to work from home, they now have that time where they don't have the boss looking over their shoulder saying, what are you doing? Hour by hour, minute by minute. They can invest that time to start to build side incomes. Yeah. And when those side incomes become enough that they protect them from, you know, they get confident, they're not worried about losing their main job anymore, then maybe that's the time to say, I quit. I've found another way. And continue to work from home under their own choice. Yeah.
Yes, very true. And the last question is what you have to offer as for the new ones that are want to start considering starting this education, this to walk this path. Do you have any something to tell them, something that would help them, or set up their mind? Because we have many fears, we have many doubts. I had my doubts, of course.
Yeah. I think the first step's the hardest step, signing up and starting the online education. That's the hardest step, just taking that first step. It doesn't matter. I speak to so many people. You know, I spoke to a guy earlier on this week. He's been here 4 or 5 weeks, and he's gone through all of the training. He's set up his social media platform. He's on YouTube, and he's already advertising in 5 weeks. It's just amazing speed. I can't believe it, but he is. Maybe he's going too fast. But then there are other people that I'm mentoring that have been here for over a year, and they still haven't launched their first advertising or their first products online. You know, they're still struggling, but it doesn't matter. You know, everybody's journey is different. Everybody has different amounts of time and focus they can invest in this new venture. So it doesn't really matter. There is no time pressure. Take your time. The most important lesson I've learned, and I nearly quit 2 or 3 times, and I'm so glad I didn't now, looking back. But as I said before, the technology phase was really hard for me, from a guy that could just about use Word and Excel spreadsheets. That was the entirety of my technical skills. I couldn't even do PowerPoint. So that was difficult for me, but doable. You know, the support in this community is amazing to get you through that. And then the marketing, again, I thought I knew it because I'd been in sales and it was going to be easy for me. And it was the opposite. It was really difficult because I was arrogant and I thought I knew what I was doing and I refused to learn. And as I've said to you before, I invested in some elite training to accelerate my journey, and I didn't even look at it. I didn't even use it. I thought I knew what I was doing, and I wasted time and money because I refused to open my ears, open my eyes, and listen to see how it was done by the experts. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, when it gets tough, and it will get tough, this is not easy, yeah? Reach out and ask for help. The community here for the platform that we're involved with is phenomenal. It's a global community. There are people just starting today. There are people that have been here a month. There are people that have been here 6 months, a year, like me, or more. A wealth of expertise. They've all had their issues and struggles and overcome them. And they're all willing to reach out and help new people starting their journey, show them the path, help mentor them, help encourage them to keep going until they hit that success. And I didn't reach out for 6, 7, 8 weeks, I think it probably was, when I hit a brick wall and was about to quit. That was the first time I reached out, sort of to complain, I think, that I'd wasted my time. And then when it was pointed out to me what I'd done wrong, not what they'd done wrong, what I'd done wrong because of my inability to listen and learn, that was a turning point for me, where they showed me what I should be doing, what I should be listening to and learning, and that was the pivotal point where I went from failing to succeeding, virtually overnight. Yeah.
Wow, that's great and very useful. So open your mind, open your ears, open your eyes, and that's great.
And get involved in the community, because the community, even if you get lost, it's okay having thousands of hours of training available to you, but what should you consume? Which training first? You can get lost. There's so much to learn. You can get lost, and it's only the community that will point you in the right direction to say, this is what you need to do next. This should be your path. That's a massive help. Yeah.
So that's great to hear, and I want to thank you again for this interview.
No problem.
And I'll be talking with you.
See you later. Bye-bye.